Hello everyone, good evening, welcome back to Terracotta Survival. I'm going to dive straight back in as we always do. My name is Jamie, also known as LagSpike79. That's a bit of an unwieldy name. Should choose something better like Bob, Todd, or Mike. Awesome. Okay, no idea what time of day it is. Looks like it's late afternoon by the sun. Okay, so you may remember last time we did a whole load of nether diving. My pants have not been the same since. We were attacked by ghasts, we were ate by wither skeletons and such, and so on. And I was completely rubbish at speaking to everyone in chat, so I'm very sorry. I know that quite a few people in chat were talking to other people in chat, which is kind of the point of chat, but I would have liked to have been a little bit more active. I don't stream to just like show off gameplay. That's not what this is about. So I do apologise for that. But the Nether is hella stressful. Okay. So I have been back to the Nether, not to do very much, but mainly to just have a nose around. As you can see, I've not been terribly successful in bringing back anything interesting. As you can see, our brewing stand, which I have fueled with a blaze powder, which comes from a blaze rod. So these things. No, I don't have a blaze rod to show you. Blaze powder goes into here. And it fires your brewing stand, but unlike a furnace, I don't think it runs out over time. You have to actually do brewing with it. So that's quite useful. That means that will stay powered for some time. Let us grab a bucket and fill up the cauldron before we forget. Okay. So as you can see, I have started to create a few potions. These are just water bottles that are filled with water. These are awkward potions. Not entirely sure why that word is used, but basically it's not a bottle of water. It's had something done to it. Adding nether wart to a water bottle has created the awkward potion. Whatever is awkward about them, they are the jump-off point for most of the other potions in the game. So we are that far along that particular rung, that far along that particular ladder. So let me just dump a load of stuff that we don't need. How are you, chat? How is everybody? Hello, November. It is good to see you, sir. Bloody good to see you, sir. Okay, let us know. It's not necessary. Raw chicken. Obviously, this is my corn, sustainably sourced chicken that I've got from somewhere. Definitely didn't get it from Leroy. That's for darn sure. Poisonous potato. I think we can do cool things with those. I can't remember if they're used in brewing or not. So let's just dump the seeds. Let's just dump the wheat. We need the soul sand, so I'm not going to get rid of that right away. So yes, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Do say hello. I don't bite unless you pay me very large sums of. Actually, I bite for free. I can't hide it anymore. So yeah, say hello or look. It's all good. This is a very chill stream. You do not have to do anything you don't want to. There's no Simon Says, or even Jamie Says on this server. No, why would I just go out there and get my face bitten off by something hideous is out there. So yeah, I was actually at a loss for what we could do today, but I do have a few ideas. We still have to map out this area over here. So all the way over there, there is a swamp biome, swamp and grassland, and some other bits and pieces, kind of in that direction. So it's like a southeasterly kind of a thing. As you may recall, we have a map room. It's very cool. A very cool map room. The ground to me, so this is where we are here. This green dot denotes where this map is. So you can see these are the two rotundas and the main house, and Blue Castro's house, Bob Hard, and the farm is up in here. And so this area down here is significantly unmapped. You can see that this area, in fact, let's see what we can do about it. Let's see if we can fill that in. Fill that in. November. I was planning, because the idea is not to gouge people ridiculously for the magic internet points that I made up. So I was planning on doing something like, if you have already bought a pass to one of the servers, then your second pass costs you 100 diamonds or something like that. I was going to do something along the lines of, well, you've bought one, so I trust you to be on one of my servers. So I see no reason why we can't just do ow. I see no reason why we can't do so. Ow. Yeah, alright, okay, that's fair. That was a long way that I just fell. So let's have a look at the map. Okay, so if we go east a little ways, that away, we will not have long until we've completed that part of the map. So let's just go and do that quickly and get that filled in. So yeah, don't worry about crazy diamond costs for server access. I'm quite happy to grant you server access. It's mainly for those moochers, you know, who kind of come in off the street, sort of join the stream. They're like, oh yeah, I want to join your server, man. And I'm like, yeah, well, prove that I can trust you. Not to fill my server with, I don't know, crazy stuff like giant Mass Effect heads, you know, and Turians especially. God. But yeah, that was the idea. I'm still, as I said before, I'm still finding my way with this diamonds thing. I'd rather have it be. That looks desperately dark and uninviting. Let's go this way. I'd rather have it be make me do funny things in the stream, like baking cakes and other non-lava related activities. Wow, there's a lot of cows here. Chicken? Are you telling me these are naturally spawning chickens? Didn't have to go a million blocks just to get eggs. Grr. Why are you order? Okay, we'll leave the chickens alone. Wrong button. Ah, wrong button. There we go. How are we doing? Oh, we've nearly filled it in. That was a skeleton. Hello? I know what I heard. Oh, this is filled in already. Good grief, doing really well. Doing really well. He said, walking into more chickens. So yeah, I'm still finding my way with it, and I see no reason why I should gouge people zillions of diamonds just to. I mean, if nothing else, it actually aids me. Wow, get on there. It actually helps me to have people on the servers, because then we can add them into the stream. We can, you know, we can turn it into a really big deal, which is really cool. As it is, Finon has done absolutely enormous. Has actually come with great strides already. Where do I need to go? I need to go kind of that way. Let's go kind of this way. Finon has already done incredible things on the survival server. Your work in progress entrance on the creative server? No, no, I haven't. I have not been on the creative server today. I popped onto the survival server just to say hello to Finon and see how he was doing. Extremely well. That was the answer. He's only been on it like a couple of hours and he's already created like half of Moria in survival mode, and it's on hard as well, so tons of mobs, and he's just lit that place up like it ain't no thing. Well, I'm down with the kids. Shut up. Okay, so that looks interesting. That's a forest biome that I don't think we've explored for a while. Certainly I haven't been here since the Great Egg Hunt of 2017. That took a very long time. Sheep! Ooh, black sheep. Black sheep, come home. Black sheep, come home. Ooh. Very nifty. Oh, it's a long way down. Let's not mess with that right now. Let's have a bite to eat. Yes, pigs. I'd forgotten there were pigs here. I can't remember if pigs follow potatoes or not. I think they do follow uncooked potatoes. They don't seem to care about my jacket potatoes. What do you want? Chili and beans or something? Come on. No? No, fine. So that's not bad actually. There are pigs really close. We can probably bring pigs into the farm at some stage. Finon is saying join my empire. If he suggests that you can end this destructive conflict and rule the galaxy as father and son, I would suggest running. Okay. Let's gather up all this paper. I'm actually going to gather most of it up because I wanted to create tons for many bookcases, but it turns out that you can have too much paper. Turns out you can have too much paper. Who knew? Right, seriously. So we will replant some of this. Is that it? Any more for any more? So plant a few. Because we've got some over there as well, so no big. Ain't no big. Note to self, stop attempting quasi-American accents because I'm bad at them. Yes, I do have other things I can plant. Cool. I popped into Streamlabs the other day and worked out that in fact there is a boink. There we go. Very nice. That'll do very nicely. We need more item frames. Ah, pressure. Yeah, we need some more. Oh, what do we need? Completely gone out of my head. Can't have been important. Probably was important. Stuff that goes out of my head is normally important. Whoa, there we go. New item frames. Jolly good. So we can explore over that way. And over that way now. Nice. Notice the cunning use of magenta blocks in the ceiling as well. Very nice. Only the most awesome structures include magenta in their construction. Say no more. Cool. So let's go to sleep and work out what we want to do next. Tempted to go back to the Nether for a few more blaze rods. Yeah, let's give that a go. Pop that in there. We've got some nether wart. There we go. There's a blaze rod. So just placing a blaze rod in a crafting slot will yield blaze powder, which is very cool. Now we do have some feathers, which means we can make some arrows, but not many. I always get that wrong. Flint at the top. Bam. November. I'm finished with my latest artwork today. Maybe most likely post it tomorrow. Do that. Do that, and I shall retweet the shed out of it. See, I said shed? A small wooden outbuilding. Didn't swear. PG-13. Winning. Okay, so we have 11 bajillion stacks of sugar. Slightly more than we need. Let's make more paper. Boom. That's a lot of paper. Okay, I'm not sure what we're going to do with all this paper, but... Actually, I do know what we're going to do with all this paper. Oh, doors. Stop slamming in my face. I have just noticed and realised that I do not have... Have you just... Are you guys escaping by any chance? You don't look like my chickens. No, I'll leave you alone. Yeah, I've just realised we do not have an axe. Of course, trying to chop trees down without an axe is folly. What do we need? Need some iron. Arg. Boing. There we go. Shall we enchant this? I think we should. Unbreaking, very cool. Efficiency, also very cool. They could well be the offspring of Leroy. I think I'm breaking one. Bit lame. Yeah, I think I might have had yeah, I think I might have been throwing eggs around. They must have hatched that way. It is good that I'm sharing laptop space with the world's strongest man. Let's just chop all this down. Pop, pop. Boom. Oh, hello. Chickens get everywhere, man. chickens everywhere. We went for hello. We went for absolutely ages and 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 eons and ages without any chickens, and now they're crawling it around everywhere. Pretty sure you guys can't escape though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's about the right number of chickens. Obviously, I have just been chucking eggs about the place. It's good fun. Okay, cool. So now that we have some wood, we can do this. I can't remember if Bob Hard has a crafting table. Yes, it does. Boom. And I've realised we don't have any leather. The Ruminant Institute, headed up, of course, by the extremely scientific Carlos. Okay, that's one piece of leather. That's not ideal. Oh, any idea how many books we can make with this? Bam! 15 books. This is a very cool thing because it means we can create 5 of your earth bookshelves. Gonna get some seriously hardcore enchanting done. So, there and there, just for starters. Just for starters. Yeah, Leroy has been busy. What's in there? More paper. Yep. Let's go and plant this sapling while I remember. Got a chicken. Oh, multiple sap. Swing and a miss. Multiple saplings. There we go. Hey guys. There we go. We like to be sustainable. We are a sustainable, carbon footprint minimizing stream. Not sure what the carbon footprint of redstone devices is. Sounds a bit like a dirty fuel, doesn't it, redstone? Okay. So, this is obviously Castro's place as we know it. We should begin a library. November. I cannot remember exactly how the bookcases work. I think they can be up to 2. I think they have to be up to 2 blocks away. So if we go into our enchantment room, obviously you could have a bookcase here in this hole, and next to that one there, you could have one there and one on top of it. So that's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 bookcases we're missing. Also, one there and one next to that one in that space. So we are still missing some, but I can't remember. I should think it would work, but there is an upper bound to the number of bookcases that can. There's an upper bound to the number of bookcases that can affect the enchantment table. So I mean, it's six. It's basically 6 aside, isn't it? So 6 there, 6 there, 6 across there, and 6 across there would be a very basic. Be a very basic thing. And I figure that would, you know, 24 bookcases is probably the maximum. But I don't know. I'd have to check. It is a very good point. It's a very good thing to be aware of. It is night time. Come on. There goes the sun. The Minecraft wiki is really good for that kind of thing. It really does dive into the nitty gritty. It's not a woolly wiki for the game. It is you can do this with this many, and you will get this point, this benefit out of it per stack of blah. You know, it really does dive into the. It dives into the numbers. You do love your painting, Blue Castro. Yes, I'm glad. Not everyone has the. Not everybody has the stones to wake up to a creeper, but there we go. Hello. You must be Leroy. Alrighty. Let's go bounding back into the Nether and see what we can find. Because apparently I'm glutton for punishment. Oh, that's stupid. All quiet on the western front. I was in the Nether the other day and I changed to the as yet unused on this stream, but still very excellent Sphax BD Craft texture pack, and it was in the Nether at least it was very interesting. Let me show you just how whack this is. Proper whack. Gorgeous, but ooh. Yes, the floor is pulsating. Not a word that I'm very fond of when it comes to my floor. Or ceiling, for that matter. Castro, why would you go to the Nether in creative? You would go to the Nether in creative to build stuff in the Nether. That's about it. I mean, you have access to virtually every block in the game, with one or two minor. Boing. Oh, with literally one or two exceptions. Whoa. God, the bloom. Bloom is strong with this one. Okay, we're going to cower under here for a while. Dumpty dumpty dum. Make sure that no sand. That's not going to help. Okay, what was I building here? What do we need? Well, we definitely need some torches. Hey, buddy. I was going to say that was far too. Oof. That's far too close for comfort. Okay. Yeah, Castro is new to the game, November. So there is a bit of a learning curve with the controls and how things work and all that sort of thing. Oh, that's a magma cube. That's a blaze that can actually physically see me. There we go. Okay. I just restarted my stream because it was glitching out on the MacBook, so I may have missed what was said. Hello, I know you see me. Just realised he can't possibly see me now. This is a very long corridor. Where on earth does this lead? I have also just thought of a very good use for magenta glazed terracotta, the ones with the arrows pointing on them. I can always point to the way home here. Okay, I think we've come to the end of the... I'm going to grab all the quartz that we can. I mean, BDcraft, you can tell there's been an awful lot of time invested in this one. I mean, even down to the frames of animation for breaking through the blocks. It is very, very lovely. I will switch back to Ventura in a moment because these the wormy things are beginning to get to me slightly. I'm going to take out this magma cube because we want it precious. Really do have to stop these things spawning on us though. I'm not exactly sure. It could be that mobs in the Nether just spawn. How did you get up there? How did you get up there? Well, you are not terribly accurate. I think I've been to most places now. I had a run around in here earlier. I think. Hello. Get down there. There's that blaze. So let's just put a big hole between me and him. That does not look okay. So they've put like window fence things inside a great big block. So that's not what we need. Fine. Fine, okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Now what we will do then is we will borrow some of these blocks because we do need some stairs. bloom is killing me. My eyes! Alrighty, I don't know how many we have now. Lucky that nether brick actually is quite straightforward to. Oh, there's soul sand. Yeah, you thought the brain flaw was bad. That is the soul sand in Sphax. I mean, in BDcraft, they really have taken it to that kind of a level. Looks absolutely amazing. Do a quick run past that dude. Cower under here. I mean, most things in the Nether can't. Again, it's like the overworld. Stuff can't really hurt you unless there's more than one at a time. When there is more than one at a time, then yes, you really need to be careful. And I still don't know what entices zombie pigmen to attack. Oh, swing and a miss. Anywhere near that. So yeah, that's a Nether Fortress. It's quite a small one, to be honest. They do get a lot bigger than that. I think I've been nearly everywhere. I tried to place torches to show. I have tried to place torches to show, you know, where I'm at and what I'm doing and where I'm going. That's a big hole. Do not like. Soft sound looks awesome, and that's horrific. I'm fairly sure that I actually agree with both of you on that. It's definitely. Let's just lose Sphax for now. For now. Yeah, I prefer my rotting viscera to be slightly more static. I'm not sure it will smell any better though. Whoa, what was that falling? Did I? Swear I just saw something falling from the ceiling. Yeah, you can see. So there's lava directly above that block. That is how. Oof, that's how dangerous it is. There. This is probably fairly stupid, but let's give it a go. Now, which one was it? Was it that one? There we go. Look how fast it comes down. That's the thing. It comes down in the Nether. Lava comes down as fast as water does in the overworld. It is a lot less viscous. More viscous. No. Viscosity is thickness. No. So yeah, it's a lot less viscous. It's a lot more watery. That does take people by surprise when they go gallivanting into the Nether. Okay, Crimson Torch has just sent me a message. No, get out of here. Crimson Torch has just sent me a message saying that he's got auto host working, which is very cool. So I did not get a notification. I did not get a notification on this occasion, Crimson. But if you are hosting me, then thank you very much. That's extremely kind of you. Let's go to sleep. Not have any dreams about random wibbly brain viscera. That's why I built those things. I built those things for torches. Yeah, can't be bothered now. So yeah, we have upgraded a few rooms with glowstone, which is very tidy. Tight. More jacket potato. Yes. Let's make more nether quartz. Lovely. Dump sand. Dump the nether brick. Dump the gravel. Don't really need gravel. Dump the netherrack. As much of it as we can. Do still have some soul sand. I'm going to put some soul sand out and about actually, because I think we can actually use it for. I think we can grow nether wart with it. Portable, hello. It is very good to see you. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. Ah, okay. I have messages coming in from too many places. Okay, that's cool. That's Crimson's one. Alrighty, we are good to go. What was I doing? Soul sand. Yes, we need to find a way to grow nether wart. I'm not exactly sure if it has any requirements. Bizarre. Okay. So soul sand looks a lot different in Ventura than it does in Sphax. We'll drop that soul sand there, and we will go and get nether wart. Nope. Yes. Doink. There we go. Let's just create a quick chest. Boom. Dump the terracotta. The next thing I think we need to do, is build ourselves a boat channel. So like a almost like a canal that way, so that we don't have to keep running across the land and using up all of our food supplies running all the time. Let's drop a chest. Put the nether wart in the chest, and then plant the nether wart. Not sure what that's supposed to do, to be honest. I always thought you had to plant it in netherrack. Can you plant it in netherrack? That's a hard pass for netherrack. No. Okay. Has to be soul sand then. Not sure what that will do, but nether wart is, as I was saying, a key ingredient of awkward potions, which are, of course, a key ingredient in nearly every other kind of potion. Growing shrooms, yeah. Shrooms we do actually need to cultivate as well. We have quite a few mushrooms at the moment because the mega taiga biome um, has quite a few because they grow there. They grow there naturally, so there's quite a lot of those to have. It's just a good idea if we go and check out how they're doing over there. There we go. Let us step onto our Eldritch teleporter. Ooh. Always makes me a bit dizzy when we do that. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, squillions of shrooms around here. Yeah, they just grow everywhere. They need low light conditions, I believe. I don't think you can, or possibly they can grow. See, that's not low light conditions, that's not open to the sky. Maybe they also need a particular biome in which they can grow. Poppy! Tell me what we can get from these. It's just rose red and vellum cross. Okay, fair enough. Ice looks awesome. So yeah, we do have a ton of shrooms, and shrooms are also going to be a thing, because you need a mushroom, I believe, and some sugar to ferment the spider eye. And once the spider eye has been fermented, we can do that. We might be able to do that now. Actually, let's have a look. See if I can remember what we need. We need some of them spider eyes though. Mops. Well, we've only got 4. Might be enough. Done. Need sugar. There we go. So a spider eye and some sugar and some shroom gives us a fermented spider eye. What that does exactly, I will have to look up. I will need to find out what it is that you can do with all the awkward potions that we have. So all these awkward potions, you then mix with something, fermented spider eye or glowstone dust or other bits and pieces. No, this way. I need someone to name that biome for us. There, maybe? Realised I don't actually know where any of this should go. Oh, there we go. That was lucky. So those dark reddy bits there are the teleporter. And of course that makes that brown bit there our overlook. So we do need to do a lot more. We do need to do a lot more investigation and exploration of this area in particular, because there are polar bears, there are all kinds of cool things. So we're going to need to check that out. I have nothing I want to put in there. So up here we will drop our fermented spider eye, because I'm fairly sure that's a brewing component. Ah, sorry to interfere with the mic again. See, it's flowers. Flowers go there. Oh, we have the flower pot. You know what that means. There. So yeah, it's really a question of what we want to do next. I mean, I think I will need to get some brewing. I'll need to print out a brewing diagram so that I can see what we can make. We don't have everything that we need. We're missing some ghast tears. I recall that they are an ingredient for something, but we should be able to make the. We should be able to make fire protection potion, which of course is going to make the Nether a lot safer. It's not very safe to begin with, so I'm not entirely sure that's you know, it's not going to be 100% ideal, but at least if we go and do something scary in the Nether, then we can do it with a little bit more confidence. Cool, Carlos is doing well. D-Roy appears to be fine. So we have a little bit of time left on the stream for this evening. So I'm going to do a little bit of mining. Just see how far we got with our mine down here, because it's been a while. It's been a while since we even needed to come down here. Whoa. Nothing in there. It's awfully dark beyond this point. I can hear a skeleton off to my left. And I can hear something splashing around in the water over there. Oh, hello. Maybe that's why I can hear something splashing around. Hello? Oh. Yes, I just took out a torch. Yep, I might go and do a little bit of strip mining. Look for some iron. See if we can find any diamonds. Because we're okay for diamonds at the moment. We've got about 9, I think. Short stream. No, it's I try. I'm very rarely successful, but I try to keep them to. Oh, wow. I try to keep them to about an hour, because then the VODs are tolerable to upload. Here in the UK we have asymmetric DSL, as do a lot of places, but our upload bandwidth is very often extremely asymmetric. So I think I've got 20 or 30 meg downstream, but my upstream is only like 2.5. So it's massively, you know, it's massively balanced in favour of the other way. I haven't been here in eons. Why are there still floating entities? Okay. Nobody watching cares as to the answer to that question. So yeah, I try and keep it to an hour because it means the VODs are uploadable, but it also means that anyone watching, I mean, it is a newbie and parent stream, and I would like for the stream to be friendly to people who don't have a huge amount of time on their hands. Where I used to work, quite a few of us were parents, and especially new parents, because we weren't that old. So, you know, time was a considerable premium, and I would like to respect people's time. You know, I can sit here and I can strip mine for hours. You know, you guys can watch me fall asleep. That's fine. It's fine by me, believe me. But obviously that's not going to be interesting to most people. So, oh, hello, hello. Nom nom nom. Is that all? Boring. Oh, we're back up to level 14. I think level 14 or 15 at the moment is the highest that I've seen our enchantment table offer an enchantment at. Sorry, dangling prepositions. It's the highest level at which I have set. Ooh, gravel. It's the highest level at which I've seen. I really can't be bothered to run all the way back there. Let me tell you how this is going to go down. This is extremely cheap and nasty. There we go. I'll take you with me though, just in case. Nom. There we go. So yeah, I think I tend to run for about 70 or 80 minutes. Because beyond that, very often, unless I'm doing something extremely specific, I tend to get a little bit bored. I should imagine the audience tends to get a little bit bored. And it's nice to be able to keep the stream focused on like a thing. So, you know, today we went to the Nether. Yesterday we went to the Nether. But we had ostensibly a focus. I should like to respect the audience's time, because I can waffle on for hours about absolutely nothing, and frequently do. But yeah, you know, what's fun for me is the interaction with chat. You know, it's not. You know, you can play Minecraft on your own. It's always more fun playing with other people. Always. It's dark and foreboding up there. I don't think I've been up here. I think what's happened is I've been strip mining, and then I saw a gigantic open area of doom and panicked. Just mined it all in. just shut myself in. Redstone down there. Yeah, this might be a cavern to explore. Don't think I'll do it now though. It's a little big. It might be diamonds, might be emeralds actually. I am not sure. Let us have a look at this very interesting thing. That's a spider. Hey buddy. A whole load of... See, what worries me is there's a whole load of places where there's stuff that can fall on me. If I had a roof over my head, I'd feel a lot more secure. But there isn't, so I certainly don't trust Milado over there. Yeah. Oh, I can't see him if he doesn't move. I think he fell. Yep. Oh well. That's fine. He's allowed to do that. Let's have a look at these here diamonds, shall we? Water's going to be an issue. Yeah, it's going to be a pain. Get rid of it. Here we go. It's his diamond. I'm going to follow my own advice and dig it all out, so that it's at least ostensibly safe. Dark over here. Not a big fan. And then we are expediently leaving the area known as Dodge. Let's get these diamonds back before anything horrible happens to us. Castro, we do not have a horse yet, that is true. They can be trained, that is also true. And I would need to find some. But I think, do you remember the swampy bit? So from the house, run, thank you. From the house, we go southeast and we go over the water. Forward, forward, forward. We go over the water. And thence we find the swampy bit and the grasslandy bit where we found the sheep originally, and brought Carlos and his magnificently hued coat back to us. Oh god, it's dark. Please don't eat my face. Denizens of the dark. So yeah, beyond those grasslands, we got horribly lost. I got horribly lost there once, and I think over that way there are horses. Once we have horses, of course, we can create a riding. It's not like a riding crop. It's basically a tether. It's a rope, so that when you're done riding your horse, you can tether it to a post. So yeah, so that's a cool thing you can do as well. So yes, I think what we'll do is I will write that down, because I will forget that. So yeah, I think apples are involved. I think sugar might be involved to actually get the horse to trust you. and allow you to ride it. And I think once the horse actually stops throwing you off, that they're pretty much trained at that point. But of course, that may have changed. That may have changed recently. There's quite a lot has changed since sort of 1.8, 1.9 when I was playing last, before the streaming happened. You can stack crafting tables. I did not know that. Cool. So I think that will probably be it for this evening. I need to be. I've been up quite early recently with the kids running around. What is that? I thought I saw something. Thought I saw something in my front garden. What have I done? That's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. Why did nobody tell me this was a thing? Hang on. Is it F? I can punch things now. I can switch hands. I just learnt a new thing. Huh. Did not know you could do that. That's pretty cool. So I suppose you can quickly switch back to your sword if you've been mining and something goes there. You can just give it the good news with the business end of a doppy stick. Oh, burn! Suffer. Are you going into the maze? That's awesome. Skeletons are in the maze. We can never go in there again. I pressed F. Oh, and I just picked up a companion cube loot crate. Yes. November. I might be on creative server a bit later. That would be very cool. I'm looking forward to getting back on there actually and seeing what folks have been doing. I'm going to go on there, I think, and create a small tavern, stroke pub, not far from the spawn point. I think that would be quite nice. I have some ideas for a nice pub based on a pub in the real world that I frequent. Not all that frequently, as it turns out, but I do know it quite well, so I'll hopefully be able to reproduce that in the game. So thank you everyone for watching. It's very kind of you to join me. We shall end today in the map room, in front of this great big mural of the Grand Mesa. My name is Jamie, also known as LagSpike79. Thank you very much for watching the stream, and I will see you next time. Adios.